In this video, we are going to discuss about breadth first search. So breadth first search actually work based on Q data structure. Okay, so here it is an uninformed searching technique. So uninformed searching techniques in the sense like you'll have a search tree where each and every branch we don't have any extra information regarding which branch to choose. So that information will not be given. So in that case, what we have to do, we have to traverse it anyway to find a solution. And the breadth first search is a method where we are going to search it in a level wise. We are going to have a Q data structure. In Q data structure, we are going to start from the root node and search in each and every level. All the nodes are searched until it finds a solution. So this is how it works. Okay, so initially in the starting, we are going to start up with the root node A. A will be added to Q, and now only one element is there in Q, so that will be visited. So visited or explored in the sense. So A will be moved out of Q. Okay, so once it is removed, when you are exploring A, it means that you're going to find the children of A. So children of A is B and C. So B and C will be added to Q data structure. Okay, and next node to be taken is B. Okay, so B will be removed from Q and it will be placed in visitor nodes. So this also will be removed. Okay, so now when you are exploring B, we need to find the child of B. For B, the children node are D and E. So D and E will be added to Q data structure. And the next node in the Q data structure to be explored is C. So C will be taken out of Q and that is placed in visited node. When you are visiting C, find the children of C. C's children is F. F will be added to Q. And this is iterated until a goal state is formed. The stopping criteria is when you reach a goal state, we have to stop the algorithm. Okay, so the next node, like while exploring, not adding to the queue. Whenever you are exploring, taking a node out of the queue and you are exploring now, that node that you have taken as a goal state, then you're going to stop the process or else we have to iterate it. Okay, so the next node you're going to take it as D. D will be removed from Q, dequeued, and it is added to visited node. When you are adding it to visited node, we have to verify the children of D. For D, the children nodes are G and H. G and H will be added. Now, the next node to be taken out of Q is E. Okay, so if E, the node that doesn't have child might be a goal state. Okay, so we have to verify whether E is the goal that we are expecting. If E is the goal node, we are going to stop. If E is not the goal state, we have to continue the process. Okay, so this is iterated. So here we have the entire solution starting from the root node A. A will be added to Q and that will be removed out of Q, and we are going to explore A. A's children are B and C. So B and C will be added to Q. The next node that to be taken out of Q is B. B will be dequeued and explored. While you are exploring, you have to find the children for B, that is D and E, that will be added in Q. The next node to be dequeued is C. C will be taken out of Q, and the children for Q. When you are exploring, find the children for C, that is F. F will be added to Q, and the next node to be taken out of Q is D. D will be removed, find the children node, add it at the end of Q, and the next node to be taken out of Q is E, and E doesn't have any children node. We can directly remove it and check whether it is a goal state. If it is a goal state, stop, or we have to proceed. Okay, so next element you're going to dequeue is F. F will be removed, find the children for F, that is I and J, add it to Q structure. And now we have to dequeue G. And for G, when you are exploring, if G is the goal state, stop, and G doesn't have any children node, or we can repeat the step procedure. Okay, so next node to be taken out of Q is H, and the children for H is L. L will be added to Q. And next node to be dequeued is I. I will be taken out. There is no children for I. And next node is J. J will be taken out. And while exploring, find the children for J. That is K. K will be added. And next node to be dequeued is L. Taken K. Okay, so this is how a breadth first search algorithm works. It searches a node level wise. Starting from this node, it searches in a level wise. And very important is when you are finding for a solution in the shortest path, this is best. Okay, the reason is we are going to search for by level wise, and whichever has a minimum level, like if E is the goal state, it is the only place that reaches to a with the shortest path. Then we can take that E will be reached in a minimal solution. Okay, but the thing is when the path, like when the path length is more in case of depth first search, we have to search all possible levels before entering into any one solution. So that is one problem that we face in breadth first search. The complexity is more. Okay, so the complexity goes by when you are finding for a branch to that depth, it will be taken as a constraint. Okay, so that branch to the power of depth, that will be the complexity of breadth first search. Okay, so in order to overcome that, we are going for a depth first search. So depth first search is one where it is going to search in depth wise manner. So we'll discuss about depth first search in next video. Thank you.